Saludos a todos. How is everybody doing? How you guys all doing today? It is Avance Latino News, and I have myself as well as Carlos Jr. Rincon, and we're gonna have some great information. Give a shout out, Junior. How you doing?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, cool. How's everyone doing?
We're
I hope
doing
everyone's
good.
doing good. I can't really hear them, but I hope everyone's doing good.
We're doing really good. We got some exciting stuff. A lot of stuff going on in the world, of course, and that's why we want to bring you the best information. And once something that's going on that's super exciting that we've been working on really hard. Me, Junior, the whole recording and doing a lot of documenting, making sure this is ready. Mostly Junior, doing all the recording, editing.
The
Is our virtual
everyone.
the volunteers, everybody is our virtual gala, which is going to be live here on Facebook on December 16th. It's next
week?
Thursday. Next week, next Thursday.
At what time?
At 6 p.m. We're going to have it announce it. We're going to post it all over so you'll be able to know what time it starts and all that. But just let you guys know, you'll be able to see kind of the stories and everyone that we impacted. And it's going to be exciting. Super, super exciting.
I almost wish we were able to record more. It's like we cannot capture everything we do. It's like a little tease of just like this amount of work that we do, I feel like.
Uh-huh. Yep. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be next Thursday. See what we know if you have what we do.
Yeah.
But without further ado, so who's this random white guy, old white guy on the screen? This,
McDonald's.
ladies and gentlemen, is Warren Buffett.
The owner of McDonald's.
He is Mr. Buffett, Mr.
How old is he?
Coin, Mr.
He's like 90.
He's in his 80s. He's almost 90. But
Wow.
the story behind him is he took $10,000 back in the 1950s and transformed it into a net worth of close to $100 billion. $10,000.
That's something that anyone can do, to be honest. $10,000 isn't like a crazy number.
No, it just shows you, like long-term investments and the importance of being consistent, not giving up.
Compound interest. The power of compound interest.
The power of compound interest. He's created, like, this is crazy. This year, he's going to be making almost $800 million from dividends from Apple.
But what are dividends? Those who don't know.
Okay. Oh yeah, dividends. So basically, every company has profit. Profit is what they make after they pay the employees, after they pay all the expenses. And what a dividend is when they share the profit with their investors or shareholders, people that own the stock of the company. For example, people that own Apple, everyone that owns the Apple stock, they get paid a dividend, and that dividend is paid either quarterly, monthly, annually. And for Mr. Warren Buffett, he's going to be making almost $800 million from that dividend this year alone.
Damn.
It's crazy.
How long ago was it that he started investing? Was he in the 70s or
1950s?
50s? Wow. That's way over 50 years of investing. That's 70 years of investing.
Yep. Basically, since he was a little kid, since he was in his young teenager years. It's look at this. Like I said, so he's gonna make $800 million in dividends this year. Just in dividends, the CEO is gonna make 265 only because this is part of a bonus he's getting. Bank of America, he's almost gonna make $800 million. Their CEO is gonna make 25 million. So if you guys see the correlation, he makes way more than the CEOs of these companies. So what does this tell you? That it's important, your salary, but something that's just as important or sometimes even more important is investing. That long term, your investments can beat your salary. Isn't that the ultimate goal? Like being able to make money from your returns from your investments, whether it's dividends, crypto, etc., the index funds. Be able to not just make more than imagine making double your salary just from investments.
Yeah,
It's
no, that's like anyone's dream to be able to just, because he doesn't have to have the stress of the CEOs. He doesn't have to have the all the work that these companies have to do throughout the day. He just collects his dividends year after year, and he doesn't have to do anything.
nope, nope. Year after year, he just collects it, and he's made a 20.3% return since 1965. Average return of 20.3%.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy, 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 crazy. And he's made a return of oh my god, this is crazy. I thought I wrote it wrong, but 2.7 million percent. 2.7 million percent. 2.7 million percent. That means 27,000 times, 27,000x. So that's crazy, 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 crazy. But yeah, it's just crazy to
But
see that someone made that much money.
but do you know at what age he made 99% of his money? At what age did he start making all this money?
Because of compound interest. Well, let's look at the graph. It's if you can see, the blue line is basically what his net worth was, and the green is if it was inflation adjusted. So ignore the green. If you do the blue, he started with 5,000, then went to 6,000 net worth, 10,000 net worth, 20,000, and then it shot up to 140.
Wait,
Then
he
went
was
to
18 years old when he started investing?
14,
14, I mean. Oh my goodness. I'm so
and
far
then
behind.
as soon as it hit a million, that's where it started getting crazy. 1 million to two, then 3, 7, 8, 10, 25. Dang, it just keeps going from there. Crazy. 19 million,
Jeez.
67 million, 376 million. Oh
Is
my
is
god.
there is there an age limit that you need to be to invest? No, huh?
No, I don't know what the rules were back then,
Hmm.
but right now you can be 5 years old, but you just gotta have a custodial account, which
Like
is
your
basically
parents?
you invest under your parents' name. Yeah, so you
If
can
anyone
invest
is
at any
14
age.
years old and is watching this, you have the chance to, with compound interest, your age, your time, and how much left you have in life, is like learn about investing. I wish they taught this in high school. I wish they taught this in pre-K.
I wish they showed this graph to us and we were in high school and middle
I
school. It's like,
know.
oh, just show us this graph.
Five
Look at this.
thousand dollars that he invested at 14. Wow.
Hey, but hey, if it's inflation adjusted, that's almost 70,000. So it's like if someone took 70,000 today, which not everyone has $70,000. That's a lot of money. But even if you took 10% of that, $6,000 today, you'd have 10% of his net worth, which is
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
mean.
still.
He's worth billion, not even millions. So it's like if I get like a small percentage of what he did, that's already huge. You
Oh
know?
yeah, oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Smart
And then
man.
yeah, what was I gonna say here? But
You
yeah,
could
so
invest in his index fund, can't you? Berk Hathaway.
yeah, and he's given the people who've invested into his company $400 billion that he's created in wealth for them.
Wow.
So $400 billion. So it's crazy, crazy,
Not
crazy.
only him, but the rest of the people. Wow.
Yep, the rest of the people, and just crazy, very crazy. Now, changing topics. This is something that's probably interesting and it's gonna
I'm
probably
not
affect
excited
a
for that.
lot of people. Student loans are gonna continue again, and what the crazy thing is, it's almost been 2 years that they've stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing here that close to 90% of people that have student loans accepted not to pay them, and the average payment is almost $400 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, if all these people stop making these payments of $400 a month, most likely they replace those $400 with something else, right? Maybe a car, maybe clothes, maybe eating out, maybe a
Traveling.
bigger apartment, traveling.
The
So
new iPhone.
the new iPhone just literally leveled up their life a little bit. If this starts in February, January of next year, and some senator, Elizabeth Warren, is saying that this can cause some sort of economic, it could affect the stock market, it could affect a lot of things because if these people need this money to pay these student loans, then they might pull out from the stock market. They might, I don't know, there might be a lot of stuff going on. Maybe people are going to return cars. Maybe just people are going to be traveling less. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the average person spends $400 a month on
Well, me.
if they don't
Well,
have to pay their bill?
Well, me personally, I'm gonna have to start paying my student loan. I paused it because I just didn't really care, and For me, if it starts again, it's not the end of the world. It just sucks because I've been saving this money, but now I have to spend it. But I know majority of the people that I follow on Instagram are just in general, people have extra, what is it, $350? They're gonna be like, that's a car. And in 2 years having not paid anything, I'm pretty sure they bought in cars. And if not, either they've gotten in this inflation. What is that called? What? Wow,
Lifestyle inflation.
lifestyle inflation. There you go. Where they're either eating out more or whatever it might be, buying a Louis Vuitton belt, and their life is going to be more expensive once this hits. Hopefully they're paying attention because I've gotten a letter sent, and I think they also switched the whole payment system, so you need to set it up to that. So I feel like if you're not paying attention and keeping track on that, you're gonna get kind of like surprised when, what was it, February or January? February, right?
Um, yeah, I think either
Yeah,
February, January, but next year for sure.
yeah.
Next year for sure. It's crazy, crazy, because we don't
Do
know what's gonna
you
happen.
do you want to know an interesting stat though that I was listening to podcast now that you're mentioning about student loan? What is the U.S. government's biggest asset though?
Ooh, loans,
Which loans?
student loans.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying, yeah, sure, they're trying to say that they're going to cancel student loan, but that's their biggest asset. If they lose all that funding, like I don't know what they're going
Mhm.
to do, I'm pretty sure they're
Mhm.
anxious to start it up again.
That's that's crazy. Yeah, they make a lot of money ever since they started this company called Fannie and Mae, and it's just so much people get so much money for student loans. It's ridiculous. Sometimes we watch those videos by Dave Ramsey, and they call in and they're like, "I have $1 million in student loans." Like, how did anyone allow you to get that? Like, it's just crazy to me when we hear those stories.
Well, it's interesting because I remember all my high school teachers would tell me, "Oh, for me, college was free or very little." And ever since it started offering student loans and all this stuff, the government got into it. The colleges, the schools were like, okay, so there's an unlimited amount of resource. It's the government. They're
Hmm.
going to cover it. Let's raise it a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. And look how far it's gone. Yeah, like we were listening to, 500,000 in debt. And then the saddest one, we should play some of these stories, was that I think he was a nurse, doctor, something. He failed all his tests, and he has that $600,000 student loan that he has to pay without a college, degree or anything that he really wanted to do. So all that money that he spent, trash. And if he wants to do it again, he has to restart again, which he said it means another $250,000 in student loans, which is nuts. Like that's crazy.
That's sad, sad. It's really sad. You know how? Let's change the topic because people are probably watching it pretty sad right now.
Yeah,
Let's.
yeah.
So, how much do you think? I won't tell you. I won't tell any of the people watching. I want you guys to guess. How much do you think you need to make in order to be considered rich, or basically the top 20% of the city in LA, of
In
nearly
LA,
4 million people? LA, yeah.
like rich, not like middle class, but rich, right?
Yeah, supposedly rich. The top 20%, basically. Not the 1%. The top 20.
You have to make at least 200, if not $400,000 around there.
It says you'll need to earn 135,373 or
What?
more to be considered rich. So the top 20%. So I thought it was gonna be more too. I thought it'd be a little
Uh,
bit more.
but
Yeah.
what is rich considered? Like a little studio? Like, I don't know.
I'm not sure because 135,000 is a lot, but if two people working together, they both make 70,000. Well, I think this is per person. I think this
If
would
it's
be
per
per person.
person, it makes a little more sense. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
per
per
couple, I
person.
don't.
Yeah, not household. No, 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 it's per person. Yeah, because if it was together, that's literally almost 300,000 if it was household.
That's not
Now,
bad.
if you want to be the ultra rich, and the top 5% in LA, you have to make $516,000.
Yeah,
Five
that
hundred
makes
and
more
sixteen thousand
sense.
dollars. That makes if you want to be in the top 5%. And in San Francisco, if you want to be in that top 20%, you have to make 239. So even almost double LA. It's really
San
expensive.
Francisco?
Yeah, San Francisco. And if you want to be in the top 20% of Detroit, how much you think you gotta make?
Detroit?
Detroit is
Ah,
a poverty-stricken city.
I don't know, 50, half.
$66,000.
Yeah, to
$66,000.
consider rich, huh?
The top
Wow.
20%.
So then the
Yeah.
top So then the rest of the people are making what, less than 30, 40?
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
crazy.
just shows you how little they're making it in Detroit. But that also shows you that to be in the top 20%, yeah,
It's not that tough.
135,000. It is a lot of money, but there's definitely a lot of people that I know that probably make that and more, especially if you're doing anything in STEM, computer science and anything like that. Their starting pay is close to that. So it's very interesting to see that.
Yeah.
And
Or
whoa,
get
whoa,
in
what was going on there?
or get into dividends. You'll be able to make that no problem like
Make
Bill
that and
Gates.
more. Make that and a
I
whole lot
mean
more.
Warren Buffett. Yeah. Yeah.
Warren Buffett. Ah,
Yeah.
man. This is something interesting that happened this week. Hilarious. Not hilarious, but it funny in the way that he said it. The CEO of Better.com fired or let go 900 employees over Zoom. It's crazy. It's crazy. And let me see. I have the video. Oh no. Oh, what happened? Oh, I thought I had it. I don't. I wonder what happened to the video.
You had the
But
video.
I
It's
had the video.
hilarious.
But it's hilarious how he says it. Obviously, it's not hilarious that people are getting let go because the people are super mad. They're like, how can he do this? He's letting us go over Zoom, and the way he's letting us go, it's just crazy. It's just, it was crazy. It was crazy,
Did he
definitely.
say was there a reason why or no?
He just said, times are changing and stuff. But the interesting thing is that a lot of people got pissed about that. He got a lot of backlash because of how he did it. And this was something, it was leaked. This video was leaked. It was on December 1st that it happened. But he said, I want to apologize for the way I handled the layoffs last week. I failed to show appropriate amount of respect and appreciation for the individuals who were affected and their contributions to better. Which is true. When we see the video, he just like casually just like letting them go. It's like, if you're on this call, you're part of the people that are fired. Oh, you found the video?
I found the video. You want me to play it?
Yeah, let's see if we can play it. Let's see if we can hear it.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
Come
it
to
says,
you with not great news. It's been a really, really challenging decision to make. This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger. If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group. Your employment here is terminated, effective immediately.
I've been a mortgage for almost 20 years.
I don't know if you heard it.
I had myself muted, but yeah, we heard it. We heard it.
Nice.
We definitely heard it. But yeah, that was
Even my mom said yes.
that was crazy, 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 crazy.
Yeah, that really sucks. Let me turn off my screen. I guess this guy's one of the guys that got fired. That sucks.
You've been working there for 20 years, yeah.
But he said this is his second time doing this. Like, how did he not learn his first lesson? Like, why do it over a video like that and have people record it? It's so like obvious that someone's going to be recorded and leak it, and you look so bad.
He looks so bad. It's look at his desk, how messy it is and all that. Like, at least be like, I don't
Well,
know.
well, maybe he is being honest. He's under a lot of stress. You never
Maybe,
know.
maybe. Yeah, I mean that would be weird too if it was a whole studio setup and everything. And be like, we're laying you off.
Hello.
No, but yeah, that's this is crazy, crazy, crazy. Whoa, what is going on here? What is this? Oh, Bitcoin and scams. That's what we want to talk about because recently I had one of my friends get scammed with Bitcoin. There's a lot of scams going on. Have you seen
And
some of the
you
scams?
believed it at first, huh? I remember you told me you're like, "Oh shoot, look at my friend. He's getting into Bitcoin."
I believe that because he said, "Oh, have you heard of Bitcoin mining?" I was like, "Yeah," but I was like, "But that's like something that." Can you explain real fast what Bitcoin mining is, or like how someone can do it?
Well, basically, it's a form of you being able to be part of the Bitcoin network, is it blockchain? You're basically using your computer power, mainly your GPU, as a miner. So what it means is not like it's digging in the internet, but basically what it means to be mining is that you're solving these complicated math problems. And by doing so, it takes a lot of GPU power and also time. And once your computer solves that problem, you get a reward, which is either percentage of Bitcoin. It used to be able to get a whole Bitcoin. I don't know how much it would take if a single computer is trying to mine, but that's what mining is.
Yeah, so now you guys have context of what Bitcoin mining is. So as you can see, it's super hard. You can't do it unless you have really good computers. I say multiple because you need a lot of them. But this guy said he was Bitcoin mining and he turned $1,000 into $36,000 in 3 hours. I'm like, damn, you're better than Warren Buffett. And so, so I was like, damn, how's this happening? And he tagged the person. He showed me a screenshot of that. Showed me a screenshot of his Cash App that he got transferred to that. And then he showed me a screenshot of his Chase bank account. So I was like, man, this is so weird. Like, all right. So what I did, and this is a friend. This is not a random person. Someone I know.
Like his page.
His page is not. It's his personal page. So I was like, this is weird. So I asked him, hey, bro, because I was like, something seems off. So I asked him, where did we first meet? He just read it. He didn't reply. And then he said, and then I asked him, what is your ethnicity? He didn't reply. And then I messaged him, ¿Cómo estás, bro? Because he speaks Spanish. And he said, soy bueno. So I was like, okay, that's not Spanish. That's Google Translate. So what happens, what these people do is they trick people into thinking that they're going to give them Bitcoin. And they get their login for Instagram and Facebook, and they use that because they know that if they take someone that's a real account, they can trick other people. So that's the crazy part, is that he kept on posting it on his story, but it wasn't him. It was the person that's scamming him. He still isn't be able to access his account. The scammer's still using his account, which is crazy because I'm sure he's convincing some of his friends to join,
Yeah.
and they're gonna get scammed, and then they scam other people, and so on and so on. It's a very smart business for the scammer because they're using the person. It's like if my dad, who's a pastor, they literally took his account. Imagine how much people at the church would be tricked. You know, imagine they're like, God told me to invest into Bitcoin, follow this, and you're gonna get 10x, tenfold. It's crazy what these
Gracias,
scammers are
pastor.
doing.
Gracias, pastor. I can already see it, and
It's crazy.
it's very common because I follow a lot of YouTubers and they talk about it all the time. They're always like, please, please, please. If someone sends you a DM and it has my picture, it has like everything that looks exactly like me. It's not me. I will never DM you, never, because yeah, he posts this all the time. Like some guy sends him a message. He says, "Send me $1,000, similar to your story," and then everything gets wiped out. Either his whole crypto account, his bank account. It's like once they have that password, you're done. And especially because people use Facebook or Google to log into everything, I use my Google to log into a lot of stuff, and I'm starting to think, man, I should start changing that because we usually have one account that logs into all our stuff.
That's crazy, man. Like what you were saying, if you have one account that logs into all of them, that's dangerous, 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 dangerous. But what was I gonna say? I see some of the comments. People are commenting. Hola Ana, Amparo, Carlos, Rincon, Dorima, and Alexander. I think is in the comments too. Just a little shout out break. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and liking. Thank you, Alex, and everyone
I
that's
remember
watching.
Alex was saying that he saved his Bitcoin when he first got it.
You
I
saved
forgot
it?
Yeah, I remember he said he didn't use it, and then it went up a little bit. But right now he's probably sad because it went down a lot. He woke up
He
on your
probably is.
birthday. On your birthday, December 3rd, it crashed.
He
You
probably is
crashed
a
it.
little bit sad.
You crashed it.
He probably is a little bit sad, but crazy, crazy, man. What's going on with Bitcoin and all that? Did you want to? I know you had two articles you wanted to talk about.
No, that my two articles was that.
And then I know that because I know you were telling me about I forgot you were telling me about the where is it? Oh, the other one that you were showing me, the other article,
Which one?
the one about the lumber or something like that. You said you were gonna say.
Oh, I already closed it.
Oh, it's okay then. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. So just to recap, guys. Warren Buffett, long-term investing is the way to go. Yeah, if we can learn from anybody, it could be from him. He turned $10,000 into $88 billion.
We have a class on this for Ideal Wealth Academy, right? I hope we do, about investing and starting. We should probably start teaching the kids in high school, like, hey,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
importance, like, have a world workshop on that. Because man, if you just show them this chart, look at age 14, and look where he is now, they would all get excited. I would get excited.
Who here has $5,000? I do. I sold
Not
NFTs.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But
never
not
know, these
5,000. But
kids.
even if it's just like 500. I mean 500, like $100 that they get for a birthday present, and they're like, you know what? Instead of buying whatever it might be, I'm just gonna invest it and see where it's at. That'd be pretty cool.
That's the best gift that you can give your kids, the ability to be able to invest. And
You know what's funny is celebrities gift their significant other stocks. I don't know if you ever heard that. It was
never
like
heard of that.
it's a form of gift. Like I remember the funniest one was Kanye gifted Kim Kardashian for her, I think 40th birthday, like Adidas stock, Gap stock, and some other stock. But I'm pretty sure someone like her was probably like, "What? Why stock?" Like I'm pretty sure if you tell your girlfriend Vanessa, "You want me to get you stocks on Gap?" She'll be like, "What?"
she would want it. She would want the money. Well, I don't know.
Instead
She's next to me right now. Would you want stocks or would you want a gift?
jewelry or stocks.
She said a gift.
But a stock is keeps compounding. It's the gift that
Keep
keeps
compounding.
giving and giving
It's the
more and
key.
more and more.
You could buy more gifts with that once
Yeah.
it starts building. And
I'm gonna start training my
grind.
kids whenever I have kids to start thinking like that. Instead of for their birthdays, whatever they want, I'm gonna give them a little crypto stock,
a little doji,
a little
doji,
Doge,
shibu,
Shiba Inu.
with. It's just it's definitely a great way to get your kids involved. If you give them like $10 and put them into a stock or something, just so they can start building those habits. It's more of an education, and who knows, maybe they'll become a billionaire like Warren Buffett.
But I wonder what got him excited at 14 to do this. Like, what kind of kid at 14 thinks like this? Especially back then, they didn't have internet, they didn't have Instagram, TikTok to be like, oh, how do you do that? Like, this guy's crazy at 14.
I remember I read his story, but it's been a while. But I don't want to say this is true or not. But I think his dad had money, just not nowhere near this.
Mhm.
But maybe he didn't want to
Taught
do
him.
that business. I think it was either do the business he was going to do with his dad, or do his own route, something like that. I would have to read
Smart
it
man.
again.
Smart
So I
man.
mean, he chose his own route, is what it looks like. But yeah, it just shows you that eventually, if you keep investing, your investments could be more than your income, to the point where you can just retire and live off of your investments.
Mhm.
Definitely doable. So something interesting, and it's nothing crazy like you're day trading every day. It's literally just
Set and forget.
set and forget. The index funds, the stock market has given an average return of 10% a year. So not that it's guaranteeing. I'm saying it's going to guarantee you, but the S&P 500, which is the biggest index fund that basically replicates the 500 biggest companies in the U.S., is right now up 24%, I believe, for this year. 24% in this year, after all those dips, it's still up 24%. That just tells you that, like,
That helps you fight inflation.
yep,
Inflation's what, at 6-8%?
6%, 6.2, I think it was. But if you had $1 million, you just roughly made 240,000 without doing anything. If you had $10 million, you made 2.4 million. Just to give you an idea of how much money you could have made. So there's people that are making that much and without doing anything, and they're not Warren Buffett's. They're not making billions, but 240,000 without lifting your hand, you're considered rich in LA.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to work, so that's more than being rich. That's freedom.
Yeah, financial freedom, which we hope to be able to inspire and motivate you guys to be able to achieve financial freedom for you and your family. But yeah, that's it on my end. Now, the only thing I was at the end. Everyone that's watching, I want to know, what car do you think is nicer? There's no reason why. I just want to know, what do you think is? Oh, Gina, which one do you think is nicer, the Ford Bronco or the
That's
brand new Nissan Frontier? That thing
Fr-
is beautiful. Like, I'm just gonna say that Nissan Frontier has been ugly for many years, and look at it now.
I I saw it the other day. Me and my girlfriend Diana were driving down Studebaker Road, and I looked to my left, and I was like, "Oh, that's such a nice Tacoma." And she's all like, "I don't think that's a Tacoma." And then I looked at it, I'm like, "Oh shit, that's a Frontier." So it's definitely improved, because before, the Nissan Frontier was not a pretty car. I remember it was between the Ford Ranger and the Nissan Frontier, and I was like, "Please don't get the Nissan Frontier, get the Ford Ranger." But now, ah. I guess it depends. Do you want a bed, to throw stuff like that? Or do you want just like an off-road dune buggy, to be honest, where you can just do whatever you want? The
Get-
Bronco is way better. I would pick the Bronco.
¿Qué piensan los que están viendo? What do you guys think? All of you guys that are watching, which one's better, The Ford Bronco, which is in the bottom, the yellow one. On the top, the Nissan Frontier, which is like a brownish color. I'm just curious to know, what do you guys think? The Nissan Frontier, 16 years later, until they
You like it
finally
in
changed
brown?
it. I like this color. It's called the Desert Storm or something like that. There's a lot of the colors that they have that are really
I think I
nice.
like
but
the baby blue. I'm more of also white. I like white. Even the Bronco, I like it in white. And you would get the single door, huh? Not the 4-door.
either or. They're both nice. Single one is pretty nice too.
I say Bronco.
Bronco.
Also, because I feel like it's gonna hold its value more.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. I think I would probably. I'm stuck. But then again, the Bronco, the wheels, the way it looks, the LED lights. It is nicer. If it was between the Tacoma and the Frontier all day, every day.
Cheaper.
But yeah,
It's like half
cheaper,
the price.
nicer. It has a way better interior. Has more horsepower, bigger engine, 3.8 liter compared to 3.6.
Bigger cargo.
Bigger everything. Nicer, bigger. Just there's really nothing you got to do with it. And they're both of these cars, the Nissan Frontier and the Bronco, are both
So-
40,000.
So we went from investing to how to spend your money on a car.
We're just seeing how.
Or instead of buying a car, you should invest all that money and get dividends, and then buy multiple cars.
We'll see. I just.
You need a car, though.
That's because I need a car, and then as you guys know, some of you guys know, we have a bike program at the church, and this would be helpful if we have a truck sort of where we can take some bikes.
I think it'll be helpful for you because right now you're using my car and you've been scratching
Yeah.
it up with those bikes, man.
I scratched it up. I put a blink in it.
Just kidding. There's that one time, remember? We didn't know,
Oh, yeah.
both of us,
Yeah.
and we like, shook.
Scratch it. Well, we don't want to take much of your time, guys. Everybody, thank you. Me and Junior here. Dreama couldn't join us today. She couldn't join us. She's been finishing up moving to her new house. Congrats to her. Super
That's
exciting.
huge. That's
Super huge, exciting, fun, amazing. Yeah. Can't wait. I can't wait to go in there and a house full of 20 dogs in the house, 10 cats, and
Have they
Dreama
already
Jason.
said they're gonna get dogs? I thought they weren't
Nah,
gonna get dogs.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think
yeah.
that Rima's gonna want dogs though.
I don't
she's
think
gonna
so.
want a little break.
Yeah, she doesn't want. Yeah, she's definitely gonna want a break. But thank you guys for watching. Whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, we'll be here again next week. In the gala, not for Avance Latino news, but for the gala. Maybe we'll do Avance
Yes.
Latino news on a Tuesday. We'll see, or Wednesday or something, or like some sort of live to hype up the gala. We'll see. But the gala is next Thursday. All right, we'll start announcing it. We'll start letting you guys know. But thank you. Take care, everybody. Nos vemos para la próxima.
Peace
Bye
out.
bye.